Overthinking not only affects your mental health and causes depression, anxiety, difficulty in focusing and making decisions, it can also affect your physical health. Your noisy brain affects your sleep and may cause insomnia. And in my case, it hurts my back. So I hurt my back when I was shooting my first YouTube video. The tablet was not in the right position, it was not at 90 degrees, it's also not in the right height. So I tried different things like taking the box, taking the cabinet and place my tablet on it. Then I was like thinking, should I put it in this way, should I put it in that way? I don't want it to show my bed frame, I don't want it to show my curtain, I don't want it to show my pillow. Maybe I should shift my keyboard to this angle and I can put the tablet on top so that I can shoot my video standing. Then I was thinking like, oh, my parents are sleeping outside. If I drag the keyboard, it might disturb their sleep and wake them up. I decided to lift the whole keyboard with the stand up and turn it this way. And when I do that, I felt a pain in my back. Ow, ow, ouch. And my back was hurt for about a week. Overthinking can come in many forms. You can be replaying events in the past, or you can worry about the future. You can second guess your decision, or your mind might be trying to find the best way to solve a problem. Like in my example, I try to find the best position to place my tablet. Overthinking can also be like you're too overly concerned about what other people think about you or how your action is going to affect others. Like how I didn't want to disturb my parents from their sleep. But wait, can you feel the anxious energy in all this racing thought? If overthinking creates anxiety, why are we still doing it? Well, because most of the overthinker like me believe there is a reward in overthinking. We think that the answer is in the thinking and the analyzing, but more often than not, the answer is not there. When we replay the events from our past and criticize our mistake, our mind doesn't want us to make the same mistake again. That's why it keeps going back to the past. But this is just a protective mechanism. What we don't realize that this makes us feel guilty and regret with what we have done. It doesn't solve the problem. Or when we are worrying about the future in a frantic way, we might think that we are planning and preparing for the future. We might think that if event A happens, event B will happen, and then event C will happen. But what if event A doesn't happen? So all this planning will be gone to waste, and this causes us unnecessary stress. I used to teach maths to students, and I see some students struggling with the same problem. They try very hard to solve a maths problem, but they can't see the solution. My student will then ask me like, how do you know how to use this method to solve the problem? When you are using your analytical brain and thinking of a problem linearly, you can't see the solution. Sometimes you have to zoom up and look at the big picture for the creative solution to come. Creative solution comes from thinking outside of the box. Most of the time, the answer is in your intuition, not in your analytical brain. So there are a couple of common ways to use your intuition. First, you can use your imagination and to wonder about the situation. If you put yourself in a situation and you close your eyes and imagine how it feels to you, you will know that whether it resonates with you or not. If a situation doesn't feel good to you or doesn't resonate with you, you can think of another scenario, close your eyes and feel it. How does it feel to you? So this is not the same as overthinking. You're not actively solving the problem. You're putting yourself in many situations in advance and use your intuition to get a gauge before you take action. And the second way, which I use more often, is insight and epiphany. For insight and epiphany, you collect all the puzzle pieces and information, then allow your subconscious to piece the puzzle for you. Again, this is not the same as overthinking. You don't actively go and piece the puzzle. You allow your subconscious to piece the puzzle for you in the background. So many times when I have creative ideas, is when I lie on the bed, when I relax, then suddenly I got a hit, I got insight and I got an epiphany. There is a rush of energy and I know that the puzzle has been solved. Our intuition sees some things that our analytical mind doesn't see. It provides us with creative solution. If you are trying to solve a maths problem and you are stuck, one thing that I usually tell my students is to put it aside and let your subconscious mind solve it on its own. You will receive a clear picture when you allow and give your subconscious mind the space to piece the whole full picture for you. So how do you assess your intuition? The main thing is to relax. If you are too tense or you're so eager or so desperate to solve the problem, the answer will not come to you. You want to ask what you desire and just let it go and allow the answer to come to you. So when I hurt my back, I was feeling so frustrated, I just want to give up, like let's not do the YouTube video anymore, let's do it another day. But then I have this awareness that I was overthinking. Hurting my back is actually a good wake-up call from the universe. It's telling me, don't think too much. When I have that realization that I was overthinking, I took a break. I paused. I closed my eyes and took a breath. And I asked my intuition, how can I shoot my video? I just wait and allow the answer to come to me. And then I have a very clear instruction. It says put the tablet on the box, put your planner behind the tablet, let them stick out a little bit, use the cabinet and push the planner from behind. This will make the tablet stand at 90 degrees or at least close to 90 degrees. Don't be bothered by the bed frame or the curtain showing. No one is going to care except perhaps your ego. I followed the instruction and I managed to shoot my first YouTube video. If you have an overreactive mind and you want some peace, be sure to check out my book, The Disability Habit. The links to my books and the website are in the video description below. Waiting for the bus to go. Waiting for the bus to go.